Hi everybody, it's Miss Helton, and today our vocabulary lesson is same and different. So if you remember this lesson from our previous weeks, you will know that first we say our word, and then we will come up with a synonym for the word. So a synonym for our word would mean the exact same thing as our word. Then we would come up with a word that means the opposite of our word. So that would be an antonym. So let's get started with our first word. So our first word is the word demonstrate. And if we demonstrate something, it means to show something by example. So a word that is the same as demonstrate, so a synonym of demonstrate, I'm going to say is teach. Because remember, our definition for demonstrate is to show something by example, and that would be teaching. An antonym, or a word that means the opposite of demonstrate, to show something by example. I would say a word that means the opposite of that would be to hide, because if you're demonstrating, you're teaching, you're showing something off, and hiding is the opposite of showing. So there is our synonym and antonym for the word demonstrate. Number 2, our word is determine. Determine means to figure something out, or to set, or to fix. So I'm going to underline determine, and let's think of a synonym for determine, or a word that means the same. So to figure something out, I'm going to say the word decide kind of means the same as determine. When you decide something, you make a choice or you figure something out. So that's the same as determine. So let's think of an antonym, a word with the opposite meaning of determine. An opposite meaning word, I would say, could be hesitate. Do you guys know what it means if you hesitate? Let me write it. Hesitate. So if you hesitate, it means you kind of, you don't start right away, you don't decide something, you just kind of wait and, let me see. So when we hesitate, it means we pause before saying or doing something. So if we hesitate, that is the opposite of just deciding or determining something. Number 3, so this one is going to be a little tricky. This isn't just one word, it's 2 words, and those words are key detail. So something that means kind of the same as key detail, I'm going to say a specific point, so something specific. So those key details are important pieces of information that support the main idea of our story. So those specific points that can relate and support our main idea. So this is kind of far stretched, but something that's the opposite of just a key detail would be, the writing as a whole. So I'm just going to put a whole, because a key detail is not the whole writing or the whole paragraph or the whole page. It's just specific points throughout the page. Number 4, this isn't one word. Again, it's 2 words, and those words are main idea. So a main idea is the most important thought of a paragraph or a larger text. So the main idea is the most important thought. A synonym of that is going to be a concept. So concepts are very similar. They're like ideas or thoughts. So concept is kind of the same thing as a main idea. Now, I don't have an antonym for main idea because I just don't know that there is an opposite, and that's okay. Just know that the main idea is the most important thought of a paragraph or a larger text. And lastly, our word is summarize. So summarize means to retell something only using the main points. So when we summarize something, what we do is we shorten it. So I'm going to put shorten. short, and then en for our ending. So if we summarize something, we just make it shorter and we retell it only using those main points. We don't say the whole story over again. And the opposite thing of shorten, which the word I have chosen might be a word that you've heard of and you might not know what it means, but we're going to find out. So the word that I have chosen means elaborate, or the word is elaborate. And to elaborate means that you're going to speak more on something, or you are going to stretch out your answer or what you're saying, which is the exact opposite of summarize. When we're summarizing, we want to use those few main important points. So I hope you have enjoyed this lesson of same and different. Now remember, your test is tomorrow, so make sure you have your Spelling City activities completed or almost completed if they are not yet, and make sure that you are prepared and ready to go for your test. Good luck.